What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Kyle J TV, another video. I know I've been slacking on the face-to-face videos lately, but I'm back with it. I'm back on the grind, and I just want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. I know I do have a small channel right now, but I am just here to give you content, give you value in the tips and the motivation that I can give you to live a fulfilling and happy and grateful life. So I thank you so much for watching this video, first and foremost, before I even get into the topic. So the topic of today's video is maintaining your motivation, my 5 best tips for maintaining your motivation through any hardship, trial, tribulation, relationship issues, family issues, marital issues, like anything you're going through right now. Maintaining your motivation, because it can be tough. It can be hard to maintain your motivation through, having a breakup, to losing weight, to graduating from college or high school, to just getting these life goals accomplished. As I've graduated college myself, I've gotten a full-time job myself now, and just also creating on the side, doing things like this. So I just want to help you guys out in maintaining your motivation through those tough times, so we're going to get right into it. The number one tip that I can give you guys today is you have to push through the pain. You have to push through the tough times of the process, and I'll make sure to make examples with this so it's a little bit easier for you guys to understand. When the world is just coming down on you and the world is just punching you right in your face, right? And it does that to a lot of us, right? It punches us in the face really hard, and you just feel the weight of the world on your shoulders. And believe me, I know what that feels like. I know what it feels like to have the weight of the world on your shoulders. I know what it feels like to be down and out and depressed. There's something in your mind, there's something in the back of your brain, the frontal cortex in the back of your brain, they all kind of work together in the right and left side of your brain, and they're communicating to each other throughout the day, and you have to be the person. You have to dig deep within yourself and find that little light, that little shine to say, okay, how am I going to get through this? Write it down on a notepad, write it, and right here, just write it down. I'm telling you, writing, not just typing it on your phone, writing it down on a piece of paper, which I have really tried to do lately on my goals and just my dreams, is to write things down, and it's helped me so much. So you have to push through the tough times of going through a breakup, of going through, you have a test, and you fail the test, and you prepared for the test, and it was a really important test. You had to get it to increase your GPA, and you have to push through those tough times and just think about, what is this test really going to matter in my life? Is my GPA really going to matter when I get out into the real world? I guess I can tell you right now, it's not. Your GPA is not going to matter once you get out into the real world. And for some fields, yes. For some, every now and then, if you're going to be a professor or a teacher, stuff like that. But realistically, a GPA doesn't mean anything. It really doesn't. It's just another thing from the schools that they do to test your knowledge on memorization. I'm getting off topic. I apologize, but you have to push through those tough times. The second thing is why motivation will never last. Guys, motivation will never last. It will never last. Motivation comes and goes. It's like a ebb and flow. Motivation is an ebb and flow. It never stays constant. It's always up and down, up and down, up and down. That's why when you see people like lifting weights, for example, it's a perfect example. Lifting weights, working out, and eating healthy. You can be motivated. You can go to the grocery store. You can buy all the books. You can go to all the conferences. You can watch all the YouTube videos of, Arnold and Phil Heath and Rich Piana, rest in peace, Greg Plitt, rest in peace, all those guys lifting weights and giving you motivation, right? They're supposed to be giving you motivation to get amped up. Don't go 0 to 100 if you're just starting out lifting weights or doing any type of physical activity and eating healthy. Don't go 0 to 100 because you're going to burn out. You will burn out, and trust me, you will burn out. Do not go 0 to 100. Take it easy, nice and slow steps, but realize, and this is going to get into my other point, that it's a process. It's a process. You can't expect to be in shape overnight, right? Over 20 years of bad eating, and not exercising, you can't expect, your body to change overnight. That's not how it works. You have to be realistic, but it's also not good to always be realistic. You have to shoot for the stars, right? You have to go for it. You have to, make sure that you're being the person that you've always dreamed that you want to be. But that's the thing though, guys, is motivation will never last. You have to realize that it's a process, and I will get into that later. My third tip is your dream is a lifestyle, right? So your dream isn't just this thing that comes and goes. And your dream might change after you go from, in high school. As a kid, we always want to be a firefighter, right? We always want to be a policeman, right? We always want to be the people that save the world, right? And as we go through college and we realize that, we have bills, we have to find a place to live, we have to try to take care, we want to help our parents out for what they've done for us. We want to do these things that, as we progress in life, to help other people. Well, that's why we're here, right? We want to help other people. We have to help other people. Our God-given ability is to help others no matter what we do. Whether you're a nurse or you're an engineer or you're, an online fitness guru or you're, anybody, right? It's all about living a healthy, more mindful, more spiritful life, and also helping others along the way. Your dream has to be a lifestyle. It has to be. It's not just this thing that ebbs and flows. That's why I said write it down. Write your goals down in a journal. And I'm telling you, when you look back on it 6 months from now, 7 months from now, you're going to be like, wow, I've really progressed. I've really put in the work. I've really been able to really manifest what's in my brain and what needs to come out of my mouth, right? Because that's what sometimes happens is we get our stuff locked in our minds and it's rolling around, and we don't have it on pen and paper. All we're doing is typing on our phones, and that's not useful. You're just typing it on a piece of electronic when you can actually write stuff down. So make your dream a lifestyle. Make sure you're thinking about it in some way as you're going through your life. There should be time that you can allocate throughout your day to your dream, to your goals, right? There should be time. On my fourth tip, you know how most people say practice makes perfect? Well, I'm going to scrap that right here, and I'm going to say practice makes progress. Practice makes progress. Practice doesn't make perfect. And I'll tell you why. Practice makes progress because perfection is something that you will never attain. Nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect. The guy who you're looking at on Facebook and YouTube and all the Tai Lopez's of the world, the online money gurus, those guys aren't perfect. Even though they want you to seem like they're perfect, they're not perfect. And I think a lot of us get caught in that loop, and I myself get caught in that loop. We see the YouTube ads. Sometimes we can't even go buy them, that you have to watch the YouTube ads to watch the video that you want to watch. I just want to really let you know that just practice makes progress. Like, people aren't perfect. People go through the same thing that you're going through, and I just made a post on this on my Twitter account. It's Kyle Vertok, KSU is my Twitter handle. Go look at my latest tweet on my Twitter account. Everybody that everybody that may seem that they have a happy smile on their face, they all have stress and anxiety, no matter what money level, as they say, more money, more problems, right? No matter what's in their bank account, no matter who they know, what their status is, how they build relationships, everybody has stress and anxiety, right? Everybody goes through some sort of depression, right? Everybody has pain in their life. We need to be more connected on making sure that we're okay, checking up on people that you haven't heard from in a while, being there for people that you haven't heard from in a while. Practice makes progress. Practice makes progress. We're progressing. We're not aiming for perfection because you think, oh God, I didn't do this right this time. Oh my God, I'm just going to say, screw it. I don't want to do it anymore, right? I don't want to do it. I just think it's a waste of time. That's where a lot of us get angry, mad at our dream. We don't think of it as a lifestyle anymore. We think of it as just this other thing that we're just going to shoo to our side. And I do the same thing. I do the same exact thing all the time. I'm like, you know what? This ain't worth it. Recording a YouTube video when, maybe 100 people are going to watch it. This ain't worth it. But I'm thinking in my mind, you know what? Gary Vee started out with 20 views a video. Infinite Waters, Ralph Smart started off with 10 views a video, and the guys have over 1.5 million subscribers. It's consistent, it's consistent, it's consistent, and it's progress. It's over and over and over again on a consistent basis. You have to be consistent with your dream. You have to be mindful that it's going to take time to build your dream, and always aim for progress, never for perfection. My last tip, guys, for the day is to build relationships along the way. Don't forget your family along the way. Please don't forget your family along the way. I know we're so gung-ho about getting rich quick and being this guru of, you know, whatever field you're trying to get into or whatever topic on video you want to talk about, but build relationships along the way with your family, with friends that are positive and like-minded, and just being that person that you would want to hang out with, right? You want to hang out with people that are either higher level than you or at the same level, but I'd rather you aim for that, aim for the stars, man. Aim for the stars on the people that you hang out with, because studies show that the 5 people that are in the closest circle that you hang out with is what you are going to be like. That's just proven. It's science. It's based on fact, is that the people that you hang out with, your circle is what you will become, is the average of what you will become. So building relationships with people that are higher up than you, that are more higher level, that are more skilled, that you can learn from. That's why so many people go to YouTube and Instagram and Twitter, is they look up people that are, whether they might not physically be there and see them, they know who they are through a screen. Like through a smartphone, they know who they are, through a camera. A couple guys I can think of right now: Ed Milet, Andy Frisella, Lewis House, Gary Vee, Christian Guzman. You know, these guys that are in separate fields, mind you, but they're so high level that you gain so much from them. You gain so much from them in a healthy manner, even though that they're not physically with you. You can watch their videos all the time. Doesn't matter, right? But you can also work on your dream and progress on your dream and make it a lifestyle, guys. Those are my 5 tips. It's about a 15-minute video here or so, maybe 13. I appreciate you guys sticking with me. I tried to make it as entertaining as possible. If you have any topics, any ideas that you want to hear from about life, dating, college, anything like that, going through certain things in life, I'd be happy to talk to you. I'd be happy to start a conversation. I love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning into my video. But remember to stay humble, have faith, but be sure to put the work in. I love you guys. Talk to you soon.